Hey people, thought I would do a flyby over Hurston and record it. Just make sure I don't get too close. Still close enough. Won't be able to do what they did in CitizenCon yet, so the warning's kicked in about this height. Beep beep beep. We don't want to listen to the beep beep beep. So it's the big Hurston Dynamics building on my left. Using a 315 at the moment. Just playing around with the different Pathfinder ships. I'm about as low as I can go. So you can see that there's buildings sitting above the ground. Still a lot of rendering and fixing up to do in the city, but it still looks good. See, it's actually pretty blank. I haven't actually done this flyby yet. Definitely has that look. Sorry, my microphone was probably pretty poor. TKC here, doing a flyby over Louisville. I've not done this myself yet. In the 315p. Just playing around with the different Pathfinders. I'm thinking that I'll probably get the Mustang Beta, as it's a small ship, and it will be able to do the small jumps. Something I only just recently learnt is the different jumps have different sizes, and the size of your ship determines whether or not you can fit in the jump hole. So definitely want to get myself a small ship for doing the jumps, so I can actually get to everywhere and check everywhere out once the game's out. So the Mustang Beta is looking good. And I was quite disappointed grabbing the Origin 315p. It's supposed to be a luxury model for doing such a thing, but it doesn't even have a bed. But the Mustang Beta has a bed. So, and it's also light, and this is actually classed as medium, which I thought it would be a light ship. So, must be at the bottom end of the medium spectrum. So I'm going to trade it in tomorrow after the 24 hours runs out, and I'll get myself a Beta. Just have a good look at the central business district. This is where all the posh stuff is supposed to be. We get to check that out when 3.4 comes. Just waiting for it to change from Evercaddy to some of us testers who have done testing in the PTU before it goes through all its waves. I learnt about that last night. The more you use the issue council and stuff, the higher up the priority queue you get, and also the more PTUs you've been in as well also puts you up the priority queue for getting into the next PTU. But log them bugs, contribute to other bugs found, and you'll get a better chance to get in and check things out before everyone else. So just bear in mind they are quite buggy. Unfortunately I got this orange glow here going in for a fly through. Wasn't sure if I'd see it in third person mode. It's quite a narrow gap really you can fly through. Let's just be grateful that since the citizen can't show off of the tramway, that the distance to travel on the tram is much quicker. They sped the train up. Definitely the centre at Lorville was the interesting spot to look at. Just sort of looks like dirty, smoggy industrial further out on the outskirts of the city. Though I may stick with this than the beta, because I might be able to make some money on my journey at the start, scanning things and selling data. Dunno, maybe I'll need to go to the Mercury Star Runner. Many more of these decisions will be easier to make as they develop and define roles in the game a bit better. Got about 11.5 months until to figure things out to then jump in on ships again with the next anniversary sale. I did put a little bit more in the game while the US dollar was trading lower to my dollar, so got a little bit more to play with. Looks quite ruined out here, but there's still lights. Oh, look at that. Ended up getting some nice timing. Not sure if that's rising or setting though. Still looks beautiful. I understand a lot of people can't do this. Even after they've fixed it up a bit, their RAM just gives out. I imagine ArcCorp's going to be worse when it comes out. It's going to be denser. There's not even going to be hillsides, it's just all going to be pretty much construction. I have toned it down a bit from what I've heard from the developers' comments and things, but it's still going to be pretty dense in the way of construction. Looks like it's setting. just fly out this way and watch the sun go down and turn around on the darkness and do another pass. Smoke looks like stars when you got your light on. Right, it's probably dark down here on the surface. Yeah, now the night glow. You can still see the particles from the light from the sun and higher up. What's this building? Big something. Oh no, that's just my own illusions. Yeah, the nightlife is coming in to view. Those funny yellow lights don't look so bad at this distance. Just gonna turn around and fly into the city as much as I can before it blows me up. Have a pass through the central business district over here. See what I can show. Whoa. Maybe I'll wait to dip in a bit closer. Get a better look at the city. Oh, that's pretty instant death. But my dude didn't look like he died, just the ship. Oh well, at least I get to do a bit of a pan around, kind of. Alright, that'll do it for the video. Thanks for watching.